Hi, so this is how to make the Queen Bee into a sensory story using things that you can just find hopefully around the house. And feel free, if you haven't got these things, to find your own things that you can substitute. So the first thing that you'll need is a leaf. Now I use a fabric leaf, but if you don't have a fabric leaf you can use a leaf from the garden, as long as there's no allergies obviously. And this leaf is for when they go into the forest at the beginning, and you can just run that along for the sensory experience, face, arms, any exposed skin. If you have more than one, sometimes it's nice to just throw it down on top of the person as well. So that's for the forest, that's the first sensory experience. And you'll do these experiences as I'm telling the story. So you click play on the story, have the screen there, and then you focus on the sensory experiences. So number one is the leaf. The second one is the ants. Now there's two ways to do this. The easiest way is to just do the ants walking along the arm, and that will be a sort of feel of their feet, and just use your fingers tap 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 tap, and that's very good with the whole tapping thing. And the other one, this is what I use when I do this story. It's an LED ball, and I know that a lot of parents will have these anyway around the house. I do for my small children, but you might have them too. So you can run that along, you can do the tapping of the feel of the ants, and don't forget to do, you can't see them, but don't forget to do the legs as well. So that's for the ants, and you can just do that the whole time that I'm telling the bit about the ants. So the next thing is that they go to a lake. So for this it's water, and the easiest thing to do is just get a bowl of water, and you can either have the feel of it on their fingers, you can run it on their hands, on their face, just that feel of that sensation of water. But one thing that I like to do is I would use a spray, and these are scented sprays, and it's just quite a nice feeling of the water just gently falling onto someone's face with the smell as well. Always spray sort of above and away from the eyes, and then let it just kind of let them feel it on their face. So that's another option. Either one is fine. The next thing, oh that smells really nice. So the next thing is the bees. So for bees there are two things. The first thing is the sensory taste of honey. So I always do honey on a spoon, but another option I do if children can take it is a Malteser, only if you have them around the house. And to be honest, if you have a child that doesn't particularly like honey, you can substitute any taste for this, any jam or anything that you want really. Just give them a little bit of a taste there for the honeybees. And then what I would suggest is the next part of the story after they've met the bees, that's the beginning half of the story, sort of the first 6-7 minutes. Then they get to the end of the forest and they go to a castle. And this is where the story really becomes an enchantment story. So for that, I quite often will just do a hand massage. This is honey scented cream, but obviously you don't need honey scented cream to do it. You could, if you just have plain cream, put a little bit of honey in it for the smell, but you don't need to. And I just rub it onto hands, a little bit of cream on the hands, and then just as I'm telling the rest of the story, I am doing a small hand massage for the child or person who is listening. And it's just a really nice way to bring that story and that relaxation of that story into the body. So that is it. Quite straightforward, quite simple. If you just do those sensory tasks alongside the story being told, that will be making that story a sensory story. I hope you enjoy, and if you have any other ideas for things that you would add or you have added, then please let me know. I'm always excited to hear what other people are doing. Thanks very much.